Welcome to the Boogaloo Jones Show, and this is what I'm mad at. Now, before we get started, tell you to like, subscribe, notification bell, and leave your comments in the comment section. Let us out the way. This is what I'm mad at. Well, fam, do you ever notice that anytime anybody ever speak out about the music industry and the darker side of the music industry, they always get labeled crazy, or they end up missing, or their careers be just over? That's what I want to get into today. I just lay down the facts and the evidence, and y'all be the judge for y'all self.
Yeah, what happened?
Nah, I mean, well, as a single man, you know what I'm saying? I have no shame in my game with that. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I was at the time, and we went to Florida, and we got invited to a Puffy party, the New Year's Eve party. Went to the party. You know,
all dudes?
Yeah. Nah, it was actually a good party. You know what I'm saying? It was on South Beach, right?
Right.
So then we go to the house. And, he invited us to the house because we wanted to go to the club after. Right? I was like, okay, cool. So Superhead is with me. You know what I'm saying? Karen is with me. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Superhead.
Yeah. So she takes me. Puffy calls me outside. He's like, hey man, that girl you know about the girl you. I was like, yeah, man, everybody know about. You know what I'm saying? What's happening? You know, he's like, that's the devil. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what you mean that's the devil?
The devil got a pretty mouth.
Yeah, and I was like, what you mean that's the devil? You know, and then he was like, yeah, man, she videotaped her fingers in the booth.
That's a new
movie. You know
movie.
what I'm saying? I was
the
like,
devil
what?
sucks penis.
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about?
Rewind. I heard a penis and a finger in the ass story. What?
She said
So Puffy tells you that
she will videotape you with fingers in the booth. Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
So then I go back in the house and I ask her, what the fuck are you talking about? He said you're a filmer. No, I did ask him. He's just like, whatever. He went off and did his thing. And I was like,
he limping?
Nah.
He walked away and a nail fell out his boot.
No, I'm gonna clear this shit up because I'm not gonna have my name. I ain't gonna have my name out there crazy like that.
Go ahead.
So then she say, I told her what he told me, and she was like, oh, she started laughing like a motherfucker. I'll tell you later. So then I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna make a big deal of it, whatever. So then then I guess he had some prior incident with her that he don't want nobody to know about. You know what I'm saying? So we get into the truck. He said, let's go to this club. So everybody following the car. The car is fucking silent. You know what I'm saying? We get to this club, and then we walk in the back way. It's a VIP lounge. Ain't nobody in there. And then, the club is going. It's all jumping. And then I'm sitting there with old girl. So he's doing his business. We go down and get a drink. We sitting there vibing to the music, and then she point over the corner. It's two dudes kissing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. Then there's girls in the club too, and then she point another direction. It's another dude over there, like butt ass naked dancing. You know what I'm saying? We take off, man. You know what I'm saying? We leave the club directly. I didn't say peace to nobody. I didn't see nobody. Gay. Yeah, it was suspect. A lot of suspect. The club was you could chalk it up to being in Miami or whatever. I've been in a gang. I've been in a gang of clubs, man.
The club was called.
And I ain't never mistakenly stepped into a club having that kind of activity.
I want to Now, before Exhibit exposed this, it was Pimp My Ride, it was Cribs. As soon as this came out, there was no more Pimp My Ride, no more Cribs. I mean, I ain't seen Exhibit since. I don't know where the hell he at. But that's not all. I want to let y'all hear what a friend of a DJ said when he went to one of the Diddy party.
Talk about
you want people to know about.
I don't know if this story that I have about P. Diddy is a thing.
I love it.
You think it's something
we didn't talk about it on the show, but you told us off the show.
Should I just tell you?
Yeah. I mean, I'd love to. I mean, listen, this isn't alleged because it happened to you.
No. There's nothing alleged about this.
Okay.
It is a legend.
Clap.
Golf clap.
We are comedians. All right, go for it.
We're so lonely. So
I'm fucking goblins.
I went to a party on Star Island in Miami. Where P. Diddy has a private residence. I had no business being there. I was with a famed house producer who was DJing the party.
Sure.
And I will keep his name out of it.
Yep.
And I took a whole bunch of ecstasy because everyone there was taking ecstasy. It was basically me and like beautiful like ethnic models, like, just beautiful women who I obviously had no interest in because
it's the Big Pimpin' video.
That's not my type.
Right. We're gonna stick to Peppa, please.
Yeah, we're gonna stick to Peppa and ghouls from Us Weekly.
Right.
So I'm like kind of stumbling around. It's like, it's all like, my man is telling me that like, every third person is some executive, got behind the scenes guys who I don't recognize.
It's a high end crowd.
Very high end. And there's no joke, there's maybe 100 people.
Okay.
I mean, it is
It's a serious.
I have
serious
no business
party.
being there.
Sure.
I'm in like a, like an old Jewish grandmother's windbreaker, like I am now
Right.
at this exact moment.
Right.
And so, long story short, I am on ecstasy and I'm trying to find the bathroom, and I can't find the bathroom, and I just kind of like go down a flight of stairs, and now I'm in like the inner windings of the mansion.
Yeah.
Most of it's going down by the pool.
Okay.
Cabanas and
So
stuff.
Dragon's Lair.
Yeah,
I get it.
right.
Yeah, we're getting serious.
So I get lost, and I'm in like just a maze of rooms.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking for the bathroom. I start opening doors. One's like a closet. One's a room. It doesn't have a bathroom in it. Whatever. Every room should have a bathroom in it.
That makes sense.
First of all,
if you're in this fucking
every
dungeon,
room should have, right.
every house.
So I open a door, and in that room there are a bunch of men, and they're all kind of like very like Romanesque, like laying about, and kind of like very like kind of leaning on each other, not really spooning, but like conversationally spooning. Like if you were spooning but facing each other and like leaning up on your elbow and talking.
Like how about this? Like in public, watching TV with a bunch of your friends, and you're with your girlfriends.
Right. Yes.
It would be like those guys kind of lounging on their girlfriends, but they're not fucking because that would be weird
They
in
weren't
public.
fucking,
right.
Like you almost think that they should be feeding each other grapes. Stuff like that.
Okay.
Like, it was very like
regal lounging.
very erotic.
Okay. All right.
Heavy erotic.
Yeah, like the drawings you would see of like old Greek
Right,
hangouts.
exactly.
Yeah, I understand.
Or like a fat Greek woman like laid on her side.
Yeah, it would almost be the prelude to an orgy.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god. It was so prelude to an orgy.
So explain.
So I look. So I'm there for a very brief amount of time because I open the door and clearly I'm not supposed to be in there. And I look, and who is lounging in my direct eye line? Puff Daddy and Felix the House Cat, famed house music producer.
Yeah, no idea who
Are
that is.
basically spooning each other. I swear to God, they're basically spooning, and they're drinking a glass of Hennessy, and they're like sharing. They're like passing it back and forth,
And everyone's talking.
and everyone's just like talking.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I see them, I'm like,
All men though. There's not
all
one woman
men,
in this room.
all men, and they're all 100% on ecstasy. Like you could see Diddy's in like white linen being like, oh my god, like rub ice on my nipples,
Right.
like oh, you're one of my best friends.
Right.
So the minute I make eye contact with him, like a gigantic bouncer comes over and says, "Get the fuck out!" Because a lot of people turned and looked at me because it was very unexpected that like a fat guy with an afro,
Right.
like no shirt on, basically like an open windbreaker,
Right.
opened the door to like this like
You are kind of a buzzkill.
Definitely.
If I'm on ecstasy and getting ready for a gay
Like,
orgy.
oh, this guy.
But now, that's out of the way. I want to get to my boy Pimp C. Now, I already told y'all about the sex tape. And I don't know if y'all know that Pimp C was on a real mission exposing a lot of people before he died. And I want to get into his death and the mysterious stuff around that. Because that ain't adding up. But let's see what my boy Pimp was on before we get to that.
The nigga doing 25 and anything over 1 digit was stand up guy. The nigga for 2 years and 3 years was down there fucking them boys in the head. Nigga, you know you is, nigga. Know what I'm talking about, old punk ass nigga. And while I'm talking about it, there's a whole bunch of you whole ass rap niggas that's in the closet, nigga. Yeah, you in the closet, nigga. Know what I'm talking about? You a homosexual. Know what I'm talking about? I ain't got nothing against you, but nigga, don't be trying to poison the pussy population, nigga, with your old sick dick. Know what I'm talking about?
So as you can see, Pimp was on a mission. Pimp talking about the gay rappers and all that. But that I want us to play some more stuff that he had to say. And we gonna get into this.
People, I won't even say a group. It's the only reason two men can really call themselves friends or partners or homies. Can't start with lies, can't build on lies, you know what I'm saying? When it's all over, you know what I'm saying? Can't be no lies a part of it. Everything between me and him, regardless of how we may deal with everybody else, I'm 100 with him. He 100 with me. That's the only way we gonna make it. And from the beginning, it's always been me. It ain't never been.
And watch this, boy. I'm gonna say this too. You niggas out there think this shit is cool, but it ain't cool. Me and this man ain't never been butt naked in no room together with no hoes, pulling no orgy type shit or doing none of that whole ass shit you niggas out there be doing, thinking you doing some fly shit. Nigga, if you in a room naked with some other niggas and some broad, them niggas looking at your ass. And if that shit is gay, and you need to get on some other shit, Me and this man got nothing but respect for each other. We ain't never put no train. We ain't no motherfucking freaks. We some family men. We getting this paper. You know what I'm talking about? And I had to put that out there, boy, because a lot of niggas doing a lot of fugazi and shit out here, man. You know what I'm saying? These niggas, they flip-flopping, they pitching and they catching with these boys, and they doing all so. And if you gay, that's cool, but be gay and come on out and be that. Don't be in front of us and act like a straight-up G, and then you get over here and you let these boys bust up your back. But you know, it gonna come to the light. And yeah, I want to put that out there, man. This man ain't never seen me naked. I ain't never seen him naked. We don't desire to do no shit like that. We ain't going out like that.
I got to play something that Puffy Bodyguard spoke on. This was crazy. This gonna be a story about Puffy and Ja Rule.
On a G5 jet, and we flew the G4 jet, and we flew to North Carolina. So later on that, I think that afternoon, same day, this rapper and him, they all in the room together. You know, it's Sarah, the girl, Puff, and this dude, this rapper. So I'm here at the door and stuff like that, like, yeah. So then next thing you know, somebody rang the doorbell. We had the presidential suite where we was at. So I opened the door and the dude said, yo, I'm here for my cousin. I said, who your cousin? And he said, Ja Rule. I said, well, he busy right now. He said, you busy doing what? I said, he with Puff, they're in the room, they busy, they don't want to be bothered. He said, well, I'm going in there. I said, bruh, you ain't going in there because he told me they don't want nobody to be bothering him. He was like, yo, I don't care, man, I'm going in there. That boot like that. I said, yo, bruh, Jesus Christ had to come down here and take the air out of my body before you get in that room right there. Watch. He tried to bum rush me. I grabbed it and threw him against the piano. When I threw him into the piano, Puff and Ja Rule runs out the room. Puff got his towel, Ja grabbing his towel, but they butt naked. And so then Ja was like, yo, what's going on? Yo, G, that's my cousin. He know me well. You know, and Puff was like, yo, G, what happened? I said, he tried to get in the room. I told him he couldn't get in the room. And he was like, Puff looked at Ja. He said, yo, Ja said, you ain't want to go in that room. There's a lot of freaking going on.
Now, I'm going to stop it right there. Now, first of all, I guess 50 Cent was right about you, Ja Rule. I don't know what the hell y'all got going on. But I got to show y'all one of the main things that I really think got Pimp C in a lot of stuff. When he called out Russell Simmons.
All right, what's up with the Russell Simmons comment?
What about it?
I mean, it's basically saying that he's a
Okay.
That's kind of self-explanatory.
Now, I don't know if y'all know, but Russell Simmons is one of the most powerful men in the music industry. So, exposing him and people like Diddy, that's something that these people do not like. You feel me? I want to play some more stuff about what Pimp C was on before he died.
And I'm going to say it again. If you a cartoon character on your first album, you need to be a cartoon character on your last. Because the way we start is the way we going to finish.
Can't do no respect that, homeboy.
You go back to that Ozone article and you read every statement I made in there. And if you find a place in there where I lied about somebody, you research. Y'all give me a call back and I clarify what I meant.
There it is, Pimp.
Now guess what? Now let me say this, and I want it to be clear. I'm not apologizing for what I said. I'm clarifying what I meant by what I said.
Right.
We all know Atlanta the South. We got to start acting like it's the side. And we got to start having some pride like it's the side. And let me say this, y'all might not like this, because a lot of people don't like stuff. But ATL is considered to be the gay capital of the world right now.
And let me say this, I'm from Atlanta and he ain't lying. But I will say this, all these people that's down here with the crazy stuff, they not from Atlanta. But the pimp one line on that part. Let's go.
Y'all got clubs over there with boys standing in the parking lot kissing on the mouth. And you know, if you gay and you out of the closet, That's cool because everybody got their preference. But man, it's time to start cleaning up our own neighborhood because a dude from Texas shouldn't have to get on in no magazine to make you clean up your neighborhood.
And let me say this. Everything that he said in this interview has came to true. Like, all the records, ain't nobody talking about that no more. He wasn't lying, but he's exposing what's really going on in this music thing.
So if I really wanted to diss Atlanta, it was a bunch of things I could have said about a bunch of people, and I could have really, really dissed and hurt some feelings. Now, don't you know that?
Yes, sir.
Because I know who the gay rappers is. I know who let them models stick them dildos in them, and I know who did what, where, when, and why.
Wow.
So
Do you
now,
feel like expressing it right now?
Yeah,
Go ahead, no.
say this again.
If you feel like saying it, go ahead.
Say this again. I'm proud of all the rappers in the South. I'm proud of everybody selling records in Atlanta. But everybody ain't my friend, and I don't like all y'all records. Now, if you want to diss me and get on with me, go on and do it. But in between me and them other dudes is this. You gonna diss me, and I'm gonna come see you, Jack. You gonna diss them other dudes, they gonna play lip wrestling with you. So if you want it, man, come on with it. If you want it with me, come on with it. Leave Bun out of it, and we gonna see in the end, because you gonna smell my cologne. Yaki on some Bond number 9, because I do not play.
That's the same clone I wear.
Yes, Tabernacle, sanctuary, because we keep God first in everything we do.
Hey, Pimp.
Yes, sir.
Do you mind expressing those rappers you was talking about? Them sugar sausages?
Man.
I want to know. Them gay rappers you know about?
Nah, man, it's no need to embarrass nobody that ain't done nothing to us.
Respect.
But if you gay, man, and you ashamed of it, you need to stop doing stuff you're ashamed of. Anything done in the dark gonna come to the light. I ain't gotta expose them, but they exposing themselves every day and every night.
They sure are.
But see, you work at a radio station and it's your job to ask me that question, and me being a real person is my job to know how to answer it, ain't it?
I already
What's
know.
up? All right, Pimp.
Okay, so if you gay and you rap and you ain't and you stand in the closet, then you need to come on out of the closet and let us know who you is. Because if you ain't proud of what you do, then don't do it. And if anything you're ashamed of, you shouldn't be doing. You know who getting caught in the Range Rover with the bar. You know what's going on in Atlanta, just like I know. You know who got caught in the Range Rover with the bar. Okay?
Nah, I don't really.
Oh, yeah,
Nice.
you know.
Oh,
Because if I know you know, because you in Atlanta.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
So let me say this. All the real street people in Atlanta and all the hardcore UGK fans, I hope I have clarified what I meant by that statement.
Now, with him saying that, that's real talk. And I'm from Atlanta, and I love this interview with Pimp C Diddy. Straight up. Because, yeah, I done met Pimp C. He wasn't talking about me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I done went to his concert. I'm a huge UGK fan. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of folk that know Pimp C. Hey, man, he was telling the exact truth about these rappers. But I want to play something else that Professor Griff said years ago. And if this ain't true, I don't know what it is.
These white entrepreneurs installed a new leadership over hip hop, and they began to promote a nefarious niggerization of rap music. It says KRS-One and Public Enemy, with the message that KRS-One and Public Enemy, they said we were reaching the masses of young black people, and then NWA niggas with attitudes would be paid off and put in a position where they would neutralize Public Enemy and brothers like KRS-One. And then came the gangster rap, thugging, balling, now pimping. Now the metrosexual is about to take over hip hop. And your children, your nephew, your niece, and all the little ones, the shorties now, Tay Tay, Riri, Man, and Twan and them in the hood, gonna be wearing fucking skirts. Watch. Man purses and this kind of shit. Seriously.
So
now, y'all see what Professor Griff said years ago. And having all that came true. So we know it was an agenda with this music. Like a real agenda. I'm gonna tell y'all something else y'all don't know about my boy Pimp C. I don't know if y'all know, but Pimp C didn't like Jay-Z. Like real talk. He did not like Jay-Z. I'm gonna get more into this and more surrounding his death and stuff now. Cause like I said, Pimp was on a mission before he died. He didn't even get to do the second article in the Ozone magazine. He was dead before he could do it. But let's see what Too Short had to say about the Big Pimpin' song.
There's a whole thing with Pimp C, UGK.
Yep.
Pimp C and Bun B and the Big Pimpin' song. And I hear Bun talk about it, and I knew the story. I knew a little bit of it because the label, Jive Records, we were all on the same label, was trying to get Pimp to do the song.
Right.
And I knew Pimp's opinion on the situation, and it was open and shut. If you don't fool with Tupac, I don't fool with you.
Right.
No bending of the rules. We're talking about a guy who never met Tupac.
Right.
He didn't even know him. And he's like, I'll ride with Pac to the end. So anybody who ever said this on Tupac, ever, Pimp C didn't like it. He just never would fool with you, ever, ever, ever. So he put Jay-Z in the category of, I don't think Tupac liked him. Tupac wouldn't, as Biggie homie or whatever, I ain't fooling with him. But Bun B, the label, myself included, was trying to say, Jay ain't like that, bro. Jay ain't Jay. It's a great opportunity.
Right.
It's Jay-Z getting at you.
Right.
Do it. I ain't doing it. All this stuff. So whatever Bun and all them did, they talked them into it. The song got recorded. The Pimp still had an attitude about the East, West, and the...
Right.
He from Port Arthur, Texas, but he mad about how y'all feel about Tupac.
Right.
And Bun B will give you way more insight on Pimp's state of mind about this. But I was given the task of Pimp won't go to the video, the 2-day video shoot. I think it really was a 1-day video shoot. They was gonna shoot it in Trinidad at Carnival.
Right.
And this fool got a song with Jay-Z, a video at Carnival in Trinidad, and I ain't going. Like, if Jay-Z would've called me and said, do the song, when? The video at Carnival, when? My flight, when? Like,
exactly.
Now C was hard-headed, so.
They didn't.
But I'm gonna stop it right there. Now, as you can see, that Pimp C didn't rock with Jay-Z. He didn't like him because he was down with Pac. Whoever Pac didn't like, Pimp C didn't like him. But I want to get going on surrounding his death. Now, when it first came out, it was like a girl called 911. They say Pimp C died in his sleep. I want y'all to hear what Juicy J had to say.
Pimp was over my house Friday night, Saturday morning. He called me like Sunday night or Monday morning or something. He's like, I got something to tell you. And I was like, what? It's like, let me make sure it's true, and I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna go to Pimp's hotel. Something happened. And I'm like, what happened? He's like, they didn't tell me on the phone. They said they'd tell me in person. See security when I get there. And he went in there and saw Pimp C body. Pimp C was still in there. He said Pimp C was like, he was laying down like he was praying. And but it was blood all over the bed, like he threw it up, but they thought he had been shot in the head. They didn't know what the hell happened because there was blood all over the bed. But he was kneeled down like he had been praying. And the candles had been burnt all the way down.
Now, fam, I ain't never heard of nobody spitting up blood down in their damn sleep. It sounds to me somebody poisoned this damn man. Now, put 2 and 2 together. They say you smashed somebody's girl. They say you don't like the person. Hey, maybe Jaguar Wright made some sense to what she was talking about. You talk bad about Russell Simmons. So there's Russell Simmons, Puffy, Jay-Z. 3 of the biggest heads in the game. Like, seriously. 3 of the gatekeepers of this so-called industry, you should say. You know what I'm saying? That's what everybody says. But y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tell me how y'all feel about this situation. But I got to say, R.I.P. to my boy Pimp C. One of the best to ever do it. I'm talking about one of my favorite rappers of all time. But I want to hear what Pimp and Ken had to say about Pimp C's death. And nobody think he died in his sleep. Let's put it like that. Nobody.
I believe that, he
ain't died of no damn sleep apnea. That's what you believe.
This ain't gonna be serious about Pimp. He gonna say it. I mean, Pimp had a lot of enemies. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a lot of ways to, to impose death on motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean,
in my own
Personal
opinion,
opinion.
is that, you know, I wasn't there, so I can't really say what happened, but I don't think that it wasn't foul play. You know, when you gotta remember, man, you know, Pimp C had a lot of shit going on. A lot of shit going on, man. A lot of niggas, you know, they had their hands and shit, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, it could be.
There's just one person that says that. Now, everybody call Orlando Brown crazy, but he also thinks Pimp C was murdered.
Well, when did the music become your dream?
The music became a 2005.
Okay.
Before he passed away, he taught me like directly how to run a company.
Really?
So I was really like his little protege.
How did you tap in with Pimp C for the first time?
My boy Lo Grissom has a great relationship with some people over at UGK. So actually his mother Alexandria does.
Uh-huh.
And at the time, she knew I really wanted to do some music, and she made a couple of phone calls, and Chad responded, and it was just one of the most greatest times of my life, man. Meeting him and learning from him. Like just sitting in the Bentley, him driving over to the radio station, dropping off boxes of units, and
really,
him editing his own pictures, and him pulling up to the label and letting them know he was hands on with everything. So I definitely wanted to emulate that.
How much time do you actually spend around him?
At least about a cool 5-6 years.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Wow. So the whole latter 5-6 years of his life, like you guys were together until the end?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And I mean, I've done a lot of research about Pimp C. Like, did you get to see, like, he kind of had like a bipolar thing going, right?
Whole head, fuck yeah, bitch ass nigga. Let me tell you something about these niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? They got a motherfucking problem, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, there's like two versions of him, right? Like,
Yeah.
okay.
There's all kinds of versions of Pimp, but him as a father, and excuse my language, but him as a father, and him as a man, period, man. That's who they didn't know.
Mm.
That's who they didn't know, man. He was my Quincy Jones, man. I was his Will Smith.
Really?
And the way he thought about it, he said it all the time, and that's another reason why I started, writing the Orlando Brown show, because actually Uncle Bun was the one that was like, yo, man, you see this all the time. You see scripts all the time, bro. Like, who better than to write it than you?
Right.
So that's when I wrote the Orlando Brown show, and Chad, he passed away. Sad to say he passed away, but yeah, we was getting ready to do it.
Had you ever been around anybody who was using drugs as heavily as he was? Because he was pretty prolific at a certain point, right?
Well, I didn't see that side.
Mm.
He never did lean around me. Chad only did a cup of red wine like twice.
Really?
Yeah, so that whole situation with him, with them planting, and like all that stuff was planted, bro. Like, that's not even his stilo. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's levels to this.
He rapped about lean a lot, though.
Yeah, he rapped about lean, but it's levels to this. I'm not gonna have it on me.
Do you think that they planted it? Who, the cops or his management team?
Well, hey man, I can't go into, out of respect for the family and out of respect for my sister Shanara and all of that, man. I'm just gonna keep all that quiet. But other than that, I do know that it didn't go down like that didn't go down like that.
Interesting.
That didn't go down like that.
Now see what he said? They planted it. They let me know somebody killed the pimp, man. Let's just keep it 100. Somebody killed a pimp. After seeing all this stuff, I don't put nothing past none of these people, man. Like I said, I got a whole episode on Diddy. I got a whole episode on Snoop. Here's another one, man. So I got a whole episode on Will Smith that's coming. So y'all stay tuned, man. I got a couple of episodes on a lot of these folks. But R.I.P. to my boy Chad Butler, a.k.a. Mr. Sweet James Jones, a.k.a. Mr. Tony Snow, a.k.a. Pimp C, man. And I'm out.